It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest. And it's okay to do your thing, but just don't do the most. I put my friends in that old Benz and took that to the coast.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to Atlanta. My God, it is hot out. I've officially been living in Atlanta for 2 years now, and I realized I made a bunch of videos on how good it's been to me, how much I've benefited living here, all the friends I made, the nightlife, the sports, etc. But I realized there are 5 major things about Atlanta I cannot stand. There are 5 major things about living here after 2 years that I still hate. So check it out. I hope you enjoy another video today. Let's go. Number 1, the drivers here are the worst drivers I've ever experienced in my life, and it's not even close. And I've driven in a bunch of big cities like Chicago, Houston, Washington, D.C., where the traffic is notorious and known to be terrible with reckless drivers. Drivers in Atlanta blow those people out of the water. I mean, I don't even know most people here have licenses. If they do, it doesn't seem like it. Like, I've seen, and this happens every single day, when I hop in the car and go driving, I witness a near rear end when someone's on their phone, almost hits someone from the back, when someone flies through red light 3 seconds late and almost T-bones someone. I see someone every single day in I-75 cut across like 4 lanes without a signal. It is ridiculous. Drivers here simply do not care about anything. And guess who pays for it? The traffic law-abiding citizen that I am in auto insurance premiums. And I'm comfortable sharing what I pay, so let me do that right now so you have some reference. I'm a 24-year-old dude living around downtown Atlanta, and my girlfriend, who is 21 years old, so definitely younger than me, which matters to insurance companies, she is on my policy as a driver. It's $300 a month. $300 a month for 1 car. That's crazy. Yes, I understand we're in downtown Atlanta. However, they are milking it when it comes to Atlanta because of all the crap that goes down here with the drivers. Yes, I have shopped around for better deals, but for the full coverage that I have, $300 a month, that is what everyone is quoting for people in our situation. So it is crazy out there. On another note, if you're driving here in Atlanta, please, for the love of God, when you're at a red light and the light turns green, count to 2 or 3 seconds, because I guarantee you will see it every day, a Dodge Charger or a BMW 5 Series flying through that thing. Alright, quick apartment update. I did add 2 bar stools for my center kitchen island. I think I might add a 3rd one as well, since this island is so massive. I gotta fill it with the 3rd one probably. It's this dark gray color with the black bomb. Thing looks pretty nice. But that leads me into number 2. The second thing I hate about living here in Atlanta is that my rent for this is $2 grand. Nowadays, the standard for a nice, good size 1-bedroom apartment, not even 2 bedrooms, forget 3 bedrooms, is $2 grand. And I mean, Atlanta thinks they're Chicago or something. Like, come on. And I absolutely get the cost of living increase. Rent is decided from supply and demand, and everyone is moving to Atlanta. This city is booming. This city is incredibly hot, so the prices are gonna go up. I get it. However, sometimes people moving here are coming from more expensive cities like New York City or Los Angeles. I met one dude from San Francisco. They're used to paying $25,000, $3,000, $3,500 for rent. So when they come here and only need to pay 2, it seems like a good deal. So those people moving in from more expensive cities, that's driving up the rents as well. It is sad. I have seen some native Atlanteans have to move out because it's gotten literally like double the price to live here over the last 10 years or so. So that is sad to see. That's just natural part of gentrification as it comes through here. So rent has gone up, gas is still $4 here, Ubers have gotten more expensive, dinner, beer, everything, you name it. It's rising, and I'm not sure if it's ever gonna go down. Number 3 are the boots, as in the car boots. I've lived here 2 years. I've been booted 4 times. 4 times in 2 years. Does that not sound a little crazy? And one of those times was at my last place in Midtown where I lived. The booters here, they do not play. They do not mess around. You can argue. Shit, I just crack the water in my bag. I think it spit a little bit. But you can cry, you can beg, you can argue, you can do whatever you want. That boot is not coming off unless you pay for it. And I'm not talking about when you're clearly at fault. Like, if you park in a clearly labeled no parking zone and leave your car for 5 hours, obviously gonna come back to a boot, and that's on you. But I'm talking about you get booted when you should not be booted. Let me give you some examples while I sit in this beautiful Atlanta traffic. My God, I love traffic. But one example was my last place in Midtown I lived last year. When I moved in, my car was clearly registered in the system. Whoops, that is really dark right now because I'm in a tunnel. But because the booting company of the parking garage was separate from the management company of the apartment complex, there was some confusion on if my car was actually registered that the booting company didn't see. So I went out of town for a couple days. I came back and there's a boot on my car. Well, guess what? That boot had been there for a couple days. It's 75 bucks a day. I think it was 5 days. 75 times 5 is 350. I owed 350 bucks at a place that I lived.
Sliding in bed like a wet flow. Already fried from the get-go. Alligators look like gecko. Everything I do, they echo. Big facts, my bank on big man. My drip too wet, that spit can. Yo,
if you park your car in Atlanta, it literally does not matter where it is, you are susceptible to having that thing booted or ticketed. So like every time I come back to my car after I park it anywhere, I check all 4 wheels to see if there's a boot on them. I'm visiting some family out in the suburbs right now, and the sun is absolutely starting to come down. It is hot as heck out. So let's keep this rolling. Number 4, the gun violence here is out of control. And that's every urban city, not just Atlanta, but one thing I've noticed here is that everyone is strapped. And part of the reason is because Georgia is now an open carry state. So I myself actually got my concealed carry license back in Ohio when I still lived there. I just never transferred it down to Georgia. I guess I don't even need that now, but I am starting to shop around for a gun of some sort, probably just one of the small Glocks. I obviously don't plan on using it, hopefully ever, but it's come to the point where I really think I should at least own one to feel safe. Because I mean, I'm scrolling through the news, scrolling through Twitter, and I see 2 new shootings every single day somewhere in the city. I have done my research on these, so 99% of these shootings are just one-off occurrences. They're usually just one-on-one arguments between people who know each other, usually a drug deal gone wrong, or someone owes another person money, or people just hammered at 3 o'clock in the morning outside of a club. Everyone is strapped, so when they start an argument, they pull out the Glock and end the argument quickly. So if you keep to yourself like I do and don't start stupid arguments with anyone you don't know, you should be perfectly fine. However, I have heard gunshots at all 3 apartments I've lived in Atlanta now. My first year I was downtown right next to Centennial Olympic Park. I heard gunshots 2 or 3 times. Last year I lived in Midtown. I heard gunshots another 2 or 3 times, one of which was on Halloween night when me and Skylar are getting ready to go out. And now I'm in Summerhill. I heard gunshots recently about a half mile down the street when I was driving back to the apartment. So it's crazy out here. There's so much sick stuff in this world, and I wish we could just make all the gun violence and violence in general go away, but we can't. That's not gonna happen. So you gotta do what you gotta do to keep yourself safe. And number 5, well, first of all, if you haven't checked out my other videos yet, after this video, make sure you go check them out because I made a bunch of videos on Atlanta, living in Atlanta just like this. But number 5 is there's no water or beach here. And that's because Atlanta is landlocked. This isn't a huge concern, but it would be nice to have some water. And for example, my girlfriend's from Sarasota, Florida, right on the ocean. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. That's right on Lake Erie. Other cities like Chicago, that's right on another one of the Great Lakes. I can't remember which one right now for some reason. But even cities like Boston, where you think of Boston as cold as crap year-round, which it is, but it's still right there on the coast. There's a beach. I was there last year and it's super beautiful. Other cities like Miami, Tampa, Los Angeles, you know, people move there to be on the water. And that's something Atlanta just does not have. I'm not a huge water person at all. You know, I don't go swimming hardly ever, but it would be nice to have a little water there simply for the vibes. You know, there's nothing better than grilling a hot dog and laying out by the beach with your family and your friends on July 4th, for example. Here we have Lake Lanier, but it's like an hour out from the city, and people will be driving there all the time. So that doesn't even really count. Those are 5 things I hate about living in Atlanta, but in reality, I freaking love it here. Absolutely love it. I am absolutely 100% biased because I live here, but I'm telling you this, I've been a lot of places around the country and fortunately around the world as well, but the sunsets here in Atlanta are one of the best. They're absolutely beautiful, especially over the skyline right behind me right now. Hope you enjoyed those drone shots just like usual. Almost crashed at this time, so I gotta be more careful. Also, I think there's a security guard coming towards me, so let's get out of here. One of the reasons we chose this apartment, and it's a very small feature, but it's very helpful, on the balcony there is a light. I don't know if this is common or what, but my last 2 apartments did not have a light on the balcony, so when I would do this outro to the video, you would not see my face whatsoever when it was night out. But right now you can. So I'm gonna wrap up the video right here, right now. Really hope you guys enjoyed another video today as much as I did and making it. Truly love making these videos for you guys every single Monday. So if you did, someone's having a party below me. Actually, I'm gonna go inside. It's kind of loud out here. If you enjoyed another video today, I really hope you did. Make sure you drop me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because I drop a new video every single Monday that you don't want to miss. I think the more videos I do that, I get even faster and faster and faster. See you next Monday.